Okay, what I'm doing now is I'm just finishing getting set up. Just give me a couple minutes. Yeah, I've done. So what I was expecting to have. Um, Hold on, let me. Tell you what, I'm going to just bear with me for a second. So I have some changes. I didn't get a chance to finish my new setup um, for this. So let's see. If I go, I'm in my base, and let's add display capture. I'm gonna add an existing one, which is here, and then okay, and just so you can see what I'm doing, I'm trying to get my screen to fit. And then let's move this up here. There we go. So I can now see what's going on. Hey, Vinitmi. How's it going? Can you hear me all right? Okay, so excellent. Just excellent. It says my channels are active. I'm trying to now get here, I'll blow up. So today what I'm going to be working on is there is a project that I have, which is my super secret. Um, it only has 535 stars. I know it sounds like a lot, right, on GitHub, but it's used in a lot of stuff. And you can see pull requests. People always want me. Well, there's a bunch of dependencies that need to be updated, and then there's all these. Like here, make cache property derived from property. Because what this does is it provides it basically does, well, here, I'll tell you what, I'm going to post this into chat, and we're going to see how well it works if I do this. And let me see, I refresh this. Okay, so it says that the connection to because what I'm trying to use is use Restream's chat to configure stuff. So there is going to be a little bit of configuration going on. And of course, okay, so here I'm going to show you what I'm trying to do. I want to post this, and I want to post this into all places that I'm streaming, because I'm not just streaming where you're watching me. I'm doing it in Twitch and YouTube. And when I post it here, it says blah. Oh wait, it worked. Excellent. So okay, so it's good. Um, so I prefer to use black. I just I guess you could probably use Pylint with black, but I just I guess that's what I use. But anyway, so I have this repo called cache property, and what it does is it's a decorator for caching properties and classes. If you go to the link that I provided, you can see what it does. And the thing is, right now it uses Travis, and I haven't been a fan of Travis in a while. I know Travis, but there's just some stuff about that I don't like. And I need to have a matrix because I know people want to submit pull requests, like, for example, inspect. Oh, wait, hold on. That's not what I want. This is a big one. Make cache property derived from property. Right now, it just derives from Python's base class, which has issues with the problem with doing it from property is we may have unpredictable behavior depending on which operating system. And here's the thing. The thing is that this whatever operating system this person was on, it didn't like it. And my concern is that this is a subtle change to make this work. And before I consider accepting this, I have to make sure that I test across multiple Python versions, 3.8 and below, 3.9 if I really want to get fancy, and then also the other thing is can maybe doing it also for 2.7. Hey, enjoy yourself. The reason why I want to support 2.7 is there's a little known fact about cache property, and that's that it is one of the libraries used in Docker Compose. So that means that in addition to the whole 3 series, it's also being used by anyone on 2.7 across Windows, Mac, and Linux. So I want to have a matrix of all these different Python versions and I believe GitHub allows us to do it. GitHub Actions does, and also it supports Mac and other operating systems where people may be doing Docker. So it'd be great to have this giant matrix of different versions of things. So that way, with accepting a pull request like this, which might have subtle effects, and it should work the same everywhere, but the fact that I'm seeing an error makes me worry a little bit. And I want to have this continue to be used by Docker Compose because it just makes me feel good. Okay, so I'm going to, it's really awesome that that I got the chat working, except for the one thing is when I look at my restream chat, what Najor self posted did not show up in restream. Yeah, I thought it would. Maybe if I refresh it. Okay, no, it didn't. So, all right. Well, it's we'll figure this out. So let's get into actions. And I know that here's the Git. So I create a .github workflows directory, and I'm just gonna do this. Oh wait, hold on. Actions. Let's see. Skip this and set up a workflow yourself. Oh, look at this. So I could set up, that comes with some suggested workflows. That's awesome. Deploy your, okay, I don't want to deploy continuous integration, automate steps. Oh, wow, you can do some fancy things here. All right, so let's try this, and this will give us something to work with. And so what this does is on pull request to master, runs on Ubuntu latest, and that'll work for now. And then, oh, and here we go, Python versions. And then let's also add, let's see if they, well, we'll start with this. And then once, if I like this, then we'll try it with 2.7. The reason why, I want to see how that looks. Okay. The reason why I don't want to start with 2.7 yet is because I want to work with the base before I add in a variable like extra Python versions that may or may not be supported by GitHub. So let's so create package, create, I like that. Uh, time to switch from Travis to GitHub actions. So if you're watching this and you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to my video. Okay, so I have an action and now it's queued, so I guess it's in the queue, so we're gonna wait on it. Oh, yeah, it's still queued. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, I haven't had the chance to do any of this stuff yet, so I'm actually pretty excited that I'm getting to do this. And I think the other thing, let's just get rid of Travis from the settings. So we're gonna go to webhooks and we're gonna get rid of Travis because I'm just gonna commit to it. Okay, there we go. And let's see how our actions are doing. And it looks like we had a successful build. Awesome. Well, this is exciting. So, and now we have a workflow file. Can we edit it directly? I know. Arguably I should be pulling this down locally. Let's just do it this way. Now let's see. Does GitHub support 2.7? Then I need to figure out how do I so Tesla PyTest, run PyTest. Okay, so first of all, we need to make sure that what I think pass did, but let's just gonna submit there, and I'm gonna get rid of this file. Okay, so we do have requirements.txt and the command to run the test is this. So let's grab that. Oops, I don't want to see that. What I do want to do is see where we're doing PyTest. I want to switch this to what I had before under Travis, which is PyTest/cov and then Flake 8. I don't think I was doing anything with Flake 8, so I don't really care. So test reporter. I want to see okay, so lint with Flake 8. I don't want to lint this with Flake 8. Let's just leave it as is. How about that? We'll just do that. Pip install Flake 8. Let's just see our requirements. What does our requirements have? So it has PyTest, Twine, Wheel, different tools that I use to deploy this. Okay, let's see how our actions did. Okay, so the update, it didn't like that. And where, oh, it didn't like, so 2.7 did not like that at all. GitHub Actions Python 2.7. Let's look and see. Why did it not like? Yeah, so look at that. This should have worked. Why did this not work? So I just want to see how my YouTube stream looks real quick. Going to my channel, and look at that. I can see. There you are, all 7 of you. Okay, so one thing is that Restream's chat. This is, sorry if I haven't responded to those of you there, Tony, Sam, and stuff. Restream's chat is just not doing what I want it to do. So I'm gonna pop this out. Okay, so sorry about that. I can now see what is going on down below. Yeah, so I'm figuring out GitHub Actions because this is actually something that I do need. And why isn't, so workflows, run with Python version. So steps, it's all kinds of steps. This is kind of nice. Python version 2.7. So I don't know why it did not like 2.7. Why the matrix for 2.7 failed. That is not what I want to see. See, look at that with version Py 2.7. All right, so what are they doing that I am not doing? Real quick, is the screen legible? Do I need to increase the size of this? So I have matrix, I have Python version, and then, oh, look at this. Here they're specifying they have a matrix for operating systems. Ah, look at that. Oh, I like that. Okay, let's change this to more closely match what they are doing. So we're going to go to GitHub, workflows, on push. Oh, we should. This is a good idea. Okay, so I'm just going to make paths ignore. Awesome. Just why, okay, so build. So here, this is their, so we're gonna do steps checkout. So it uses, so that's uses, and then matrix Python version. I see. So I can do like this. Boom. And let me just get that in line. So now I've got Ubuntu latest and Windows latest. What? Bad indentation. Oh, there we go. And this is errors. There we go, faded. Okay, so we have Python version, and here they do all kinds of things that I don't care about. Okay, so Ubuntu, we're going to get rid of runs on, because we're going to be doing, and we're going to call this run. How about that? And then runs on. Ah, I see. So we need put this right above strategy. There we go. So now we're doing, oh, this is kind of nice. So Code Party, you just asked, you left me a comment. I hope you could answer it. Where is the comment that you left, Code Party? If you could link to it, that would be really nice. But I don't know if it's on Twitter, if it's on YouTube, if it's on Facebook, where else? LinkedIn. I need a little bit more specifics. And as for understanding Django deeply, yeah, I can try. You can watch some of the videos, the videos I have on my channel, which I hope to expand out a bit more this week. Also, I've got, if you really want to dig in deep, then that's where, here, I'll post to it. That's where the stuff that, and if you want it like faster than what I'm going to be producing videos, because it's already written, you can go to feldroy.com and we have stuff there. But that's how I can help you. But yeah. Okay, so we have strategy, so we have steps. Thank you, Suhail. I really do appreciate that. Okay, so I think this is good. We're gonna commit this and add in the Python and OS matrix. And so now what's nice about this is that we're gonna have like tests across different operating systems. And then look at this, we have all of the runs and we can see what's going to happen. So Ubuntu latest and Windows latest, and eventually I want to expand it out, because then what I can do is I can, bring this to other projects. Let's see, what is setup Python? I grabbed it from here. I'm not sure. So Python version, architecture, jobs. So matrix testing, exclude a specific Python version. Oh, look at this. I can add a Mac OS X latest. That's what I was looking for. And here, look at that. I'm getting an error on this. So how do you look up an error with GitHub Actions? There's the workflow file, but I don't want the workflow file. I want to see. Okay, here we go. Lint with Flake 8. Ah, okay. So here's, so we have to escape these two lines, because see this will not work in Python 2.7, the yield from and async def. So it's invalid syntax. So let's see, Flake 8, ignore line. So I want, I want to, oh, so it's no qua, this right here. Right. So how do we, and we might not want to ignore an error code for the entirety of it. We want to ignore specific error code. So I think I can just do this. They should explain this a little bit better. I mean, I know it's no qua just because I've done so much Python over the years. So I need to go to the main. Okay, so we're going to go to our tests. And yeah, I know. I'm doing this all in the browser. It's just easier right now. Okay, so we have 10 and 13 And I think this is in the same test async. So first 10. Where is it? That is, it's saying line 10, but let's, okay, so this is the one I need to look for. All right, so let's go ahead and no qua. All right, and then let's see if there's any place else. I think that's it. Although, we'll see if this throws an error because it's looking for async IO, which isn't in the test. So one of the things that we'll just see, ignore flake 8 error that affects Python 2.7 only. So we have that one. And then we also have this, and this is in the test coroutine. Okay, so we're gonna just, what? How did I? Yeah, I thought I just, there we go. So I'm just gonna add, am I on a branch? Oops, hold on. I do not want to be on the branch. I want to be in the master. Why do I have to propose anything? I'm the person in charge of this, but yet I keep going to, let's go to, okay. So this is, where's this happening? This is yield from line 60. Let's look for yield from. Maybe that's it. Line 60. Okay, so we're just going to go no qua because I can't apparently type. Okay. No, ignore line in that breaks Python 2.7. Flake 8. Okay, that's fine. All right, so let's check our actions. So we're back in the queue. And no, this is awesome that there is a Mac OS X and Windows latest. I actually want to expand this to other, like I want to see all the runs on that I can do and add that in just to make sure, because the thing is oops, looks like we have failure. Hold on. We have failures. Huh. How, what? Missing. I didn't modify that, so that's weird that that's breaking for some. Let's finish this. I mean, did I change that? Why is that breaking? Here, let's, if, yeah, did I remove a parentheses? Let's look at our history. Yeah, I didn't change this, so maybe there's just some weird thing that's going on. Tell you what, I think let's rerun all the jobs on this just because it's behaving so oddly. Like, yeah. Let's see if we had other similar behavior. So it was also okay. So it actually is in more than one place. So let's see if we can find out where this is. See, look, we got problems here. Oh, you know why? It's because when I played with the matrix. Here, let me just see. There's no reason for me to have this if statement. So let's get rid of this. We just want to do boom. So we just want to install our requirements, right? And eventually one of the things we might consider doing is wrapping this up in our requirements. Let's see. Is there anything I thought? Wait a second. Why? I thought I specified. Let's tell you what. Let's just do. So we have pip install requirements. Get rid of unnecessary if statement. Removing unnecessary logic. I know there is a requirements .text file. I don't need to check for it. Okay, so let's see how our actions are doing. I'm kind of liking this interface, and I also like the looking at the workflow file. I like how easy it is. I mean, this I know it follows patterns by other tools, so I'm saying what I already know. I thought I added Mac OS latest. I feel like I did, and I'm not sure what happened. Interesting. Okay, so on the plus side, we're seeing lots of passes. 2.7 is passing. Yes. Woohoo. So, and what I want to do is let's look at our code. Look at our workflows, and I want to see GitHub Actions operating system. I want to see what options we have. Because again, I want to have as many matrices as possible. Look at that, they're all passing. Yes. Oh, and you can create artifacts, which is kind of neat, because if we want to generate files or something, then we can do that. So let's see, we have on event name. So operating system. How do I look up operating systems? So environment variables, workflow syntax. So okay, so this is what they support. And I'm actually thinking of Okay, so hey, Firex Gaming. I'm learning GitHub Actions, which isn't hard because I've used test suite things like Travis and what's the name of the Windows one that I'm blanking on for years. So this isn't hard. It's just me learning the nuances, and I also okay. So we have passing tests. That's wonderful. And then what I want to do is add more operating systems. And so, yeah, so this way for cache property, which is used, like if you ever use Docker, this is used by Docker for a number of things because cache property is a repo where if you have a class, you can have a property that once you set it, it stays set forever. And this is really useful, especially if you're grabbing third-party assets and you don't want to write inside your own code. Have I gotten this yet? Yes, I have. And so this works. And there's a number of interesting pull requests, but I can't accept them because testing for all of these different variants, operating systems variants is actually it's just kind of a pain to do locally. So I want to be able to do this up here in the cloud. And so, for example, doing it on older version of Ubuntu, and I thought, so what exactly is this? So that's what I'm looking up. Oh wow, this is so cool that they provide an easy to find reference for this. Maybe it's been a while since I've actually looked at docs for these tools, so YAML workflow. Let's just grab all of these that let's see, Ubuntu latest. Okay. I wish we had more versions of Windows and other stuff. Maybe there is, and I'm just learning it. Okay. And file systems. Cool. Okay. So we start with the workflow. So just reading this really quick. Oh, here we go. These are the. So I guess really. 1604, 1804. I'm a little bit nervous about having this. Maybe this is the right response, and running a command, running a job across a matrix. Already got that part figured out. Steps, running steps conditionally. Okay, let's matrix cleanup. Okay. Now, if we look here, you can see that there's this build error. And also, I don't know why. Oh, PyPI, that's fine. But the build error, I want to see how I can have a successful build badge. So GitHub Actions build badge. How do we do that? GitHub Actions badge. How do we? Okay, so we have this. Okay. Um, let's try. And one thing I did is I made it so that way every time we have a markdown change, it isn't going to reset things, which is nice. Oh, it's actually, it feels good to get off of the Travis. I used it for years, but oh, I see. They do. Oh, this is a restructured text. Oh my god. Wow. Maybe another thing I can do is convert this to Markdown. So we're gonna do. This is the image. And so it is workflow name. I guess I need to look that up. And let's see. This is it Python package.yaml? Maybe we'll experiment with this. Oops. PyDanny cache property. Okay, and then let's see how it looks. Oh, because this is I forgot. Oh, thank you. There we go. All right, let's preview the changes. So the build is showing an error. Let me get rid of this. Oh, that's because the last time I built this, wow, it's still kind of hanging there. Still, it is showing, this is still code style black. What are we? Okay, so it's not actually finding it. Let's see if we can find someone else's action. So let's see. So hold on. GitHub actions Python. And I actually don't need the two but actually this might have it. Main workflow passing. So all I have to do is see how they name that. So it's main workflow. Okay. And they actually use the name. Excellent. That is what I needed to know. Because I could have like bounced around on that for a while. So it would be, I think, Python. Oops. So Python package. Probably really not the best name, but let's just Python. All right, so let's see how that looks. Look at that. Awesome. That is so much of what I want to see. So now what I can do is I can get rid of the Travis. All right. And awesome. Yeah, I really think. Um, okay, so before I do anything else, and I think I'm still waiting on. Oh wait, because it's restructured tax. Ah, okay. Um, that means in my workflow file, so GitHub workflows Python package, I want it to ignore um, restructured text files. Like just not important for us to. With code tasks. And I don't know why it's really. Is it typical for it to hang like this? Huh. Um, GitHub Actions Mac OS build. Because the other ones ran. What does it say? Not starting. Right, this is just fancy stuff. Huh. I think what I'm gonna do is, for now, I'm going to take out the Mac stuff because I can test that locally, right? I mean, the challenge, is just getting. Oh my god, testing all these versions. Blah. Let's just get rid of this. Remove. Is this open for contribution? Cache properties, Apple, absolutely. And I can tell you that you have used cache property. I promise you that you have. And the reason why I know that is because it is used by Docker Compose, a number of other Docker pieces. So this is actually, I mean, it could be replaced. There's like, some libraries that are competing because people want to add features and whatever. But Mac OS latest, because it's not building yet. You know what? Let's not do that. We'll just wait, and maybe there's an issue with it. But anyway, so yeah, cache property, absolutely. So I think now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to close all of these pull requests. If you notice, I'm not doing any of the feature changes, and not yet, not until I have this fixed yet. Oh, this would be nice, having static typing. Yeah, so there's a bunch of things that would be nice to add, but we can't really do it until we have all this testing stuff in place. Yeah, I asked for help on this and no one did it. Yeah. Problems with threads, credit where it's due. That's the old one. We don't have to fix all these problems. We just need to get things in a bit more in order. Okay, so where are we? Are they? These are still hanging. Yeah, apps. If you could do that, Secrets, is that how I say your name? If you could do that, that would be great. Cause, yeah, I don't. I mean, I I write so much Markdown. I don't like doing restructured text anymore. Uh, Trying to think. Okay, and then the other thing I want to do is I want to update all of the packages. So let's do that. I'm gonna bring this local. So um, CD projects. I'm guessing CD cached. This okay. So this computer doesn't have it installed yet, but let's get installed. So we're gonna do so now you're gonna get to see me code locally. Isn't that cool? Git clone cd cache property, and we're gonna I use VS Code if you're not familiar with that. And here we go. Except for why is let's get rid of the Travis file. Yeah, that's good. We're now on GitHub Actions. Yay! Let's see if there's a Git. Oh, well, you know what? They don't have a GitHub emoji. How interesting is that? Okay. So look at that. We have one less file. All right, so let's look at our requirements. Oh, I need to pull git pull origin master. Oh, maybe yeah, I wonder if there is. Let's how would I do that? I guess I'll just do and then octo. Yes, they have an octocat. So next time we'll do octocats. Okay, so requirements. First of all, let's I'm just gonna do it all in here, and here are my requirements. Is there, because I'm pretty sure this is just a straightforward okay, so we're gonna do Python 3.8 because we're gonna be able to say, hey, this works for Python 3.8. That is gonna be the 1.5.2 release. We're gonna do that online here on Git on while I'm live streaming. So you will get to see that. I'm gonna use conda today. Conda create -n. What was I doing? Oh yeah, that's right. So I'm updating requirements. Conda create -n cached property Python. We're gonna use 3.8. Yes. Conda activate cached property. Okay. So now we have this for, okay, so we want to update all of these libraries to the latest and the greatest and then run them and see what happens, right? So let's do conda install. I know there's like I guess I could do pip install within conda. Pip install -u coverage. That's right. I don't know if you know this, but you can absolutely use pip inside of inside of this. Now, we don't have coverage yet set up with our GitHub Actions. We'll get to that. Pip install -u pip. We're just going to update our pip version. Let's also, so in the workflow file, if you look at this, tell you what, workflows, you can see that here we have this command that adds flake8 and pytest, and my contention is that why don't we get rid of this line? We put flake8 into here, and yeah, I think that's the way to do it. So pip install flake8, and it looks like flake8 is 3.8.3, and then pip install pytest. Where is the pytest? We're up to 6.02. Wow. This is like really behind the times. Pip install pytest cov, and we are up to 2. Yeah, so we are way behind. Pip install freeze gun. Oh, we're up to 1.0, so hopefully we're not going to have any problems with compatibility, but that's why we're doing this here locally. Have a drink of my coffee. What does twine have pigments? So we're at 3.2 of twine. And lastly, we're going to go to wheel. And wheel is looks like it's 0.34.2. Okay, and now how do we run the tests? So one nice thing here, I'll do it over here so y'all can see it. Tests. And of course, I don't specify how to run the test. Oh, look, I have a tox file. Wow. I haven't used this in so long. I think I want to maybe get rid of this just because it's another thing to maintain. I wonder if I can do conda install tox. I guess I can. I don't want to do it though. I feel like, I guess what I can do is I can add a pi 3.8, get rid of 3.4. Well, yeah, get rid of 3.4. Okay, so these are new requirements, and we may get rid of the tox file, to be honest. I'm just not feeling it. I wonder what's in my make file. This is kind of, sort of necessary. And yeah. I think that's from like a long time ago. License, BSD, well, wow, manifest. So we may have to change some of the pushing to like deployment stuff kind of things. Hey, finite singularity. I'm doing some open source. Git commit. Let's see. Update. Oh wait, let's just check here. We are no longer testing for 3.4. Update. We are still testing for 3.2.7 just because there's a lot of people still on 2.7, a lot of legacy projects that are used to for Docker, which is why I don't for Docker Compose, which is why I don't want to take that off. I think Docker Compose still supports 2.7. I would be really surprised if it didn't. So yeah, if you look at I guess that's their build. Not really sure. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they got rid of cache property. Nope, it's right there. So anywhere between 1.2 and 2. So this is what I'm trying to support. And I'm pretty certain that, oh, so they are insisting on Python 3.4 or higher. So tell you what, this is going to be the last version. Yeah, so they officially support 3.4 or higher. So let's support our friends who are with this. And the other thing is, go away. Okay, so I wonder GitHub Actions Python 3.4. I don't think that so there's good dead snakes. That's really funny. I think yeah, it looks like there's a lot of issues with there's a number of issues with supporting older versions of what's dead snakes, older versions of Python that it might be more complexity than what we really want to handle. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll support what we can support, but we, wow, it's still still hanging on the OSX. Does anyone know the answer to that? Does because here OSX is just not running for any of these. Tell you what, I'm going to oops, let's do this, and we're gonna take off Mac OS X latest, just until I find out an answer to that. Update all the packages and remove Mac OS latest. Git push origin master, and then yeah, just oops, git pull origin master. Okay, so we should see I guess it's a merge. Okay, so this should happen really, really fast. And just make sure that all the pieces are in place. We have all the versions of Python that we're supporting right now. And then we'll start hopefully knocking out a number of these things once we get this going. But like I said, my first thing is once I see that these all pass, update wheel to, look at that. So PyUp is, so we had a break. Why is that breaking? Oh, how embarrassing. What's the detail of that? So okay, so I see this. So you know what? I didn't check requirements the right way. The way I did it was kind of stupid. On now that I think about it. So PyPI projects. .3. Okay. Flake 8. 3.8.2. PyTest. 6.02 PyTest Cov. 2.10.1 freeze gun. Twine. 3.20 and wheel. I don't understand how I messed up the wheel thing. Git commit fix the wheel. I'm not sure why this failed. Like, why would this? Huh, so Twine, it's saying there's no 3.2. How? I'm looking at 3.2 right here. Let's see. Twine source release history. Yeah, look, 3.2. That is definitely out there on the Python package index. So let's see if fix the wheel. Oh, you know why? I know why. See how it's not, it won't install for 2.7 and 3.5. The thing is Twine actually is part, it shouldn't actually be part of these requirements. Neither should either of these. This is part of, I can put this in the, yeah, this is where it should be. So I should do like try, yeah, and then what I'll just do is we'll take it out of the requirements because those are for deployment. They shouldn't be part of testing, right? So let me think for a second. I think I'm just going to take them out of the requirements like this is how I do it. Git commit remove let's see, import wheel, import twine, and I'm going to get rid of pip install pip uninstall twine. Yes. So now if I do python setup.py publish, and tell you what, we're going to there we go. So we have a module not found error. So we can wrap that up and try. Except error or module not found error. Print raise I will just do this for now. And we'll raise an error. We're not gonna hide an error. Pip install wheel twine. Run. Okay, so now if I do it, oh, it doesn't let me do that. Is it parentheses? Are we? There we go. So it says run pip install wheel twine, and it raises an error. Git commit remove pip twine and wheel from the testing requirements. Okay. It's kind of, yeah, it's funny. All this stuff just kind of builds up over time. And hold on, let's see, we have, and I want to see, awesome. And this is great because it shows look at this, we have these failures. So I do like how tight the integration is. Oops, it didn't like that. Let's see what it didn't like. Oh, PyTest. Modern PyTest is not supported. Oh my goodness. You know why? So the issue I know the problem. So because we're running legacy, we're testing against legacy Python, we need to have some legacy versions of our code. So let's actually back off from, where's our history? So what we're going to do is update PyTest. Yeah, so the last time, let's look at what we have, and let's look at the actual file. This is from back in the day, and then we have our requirements. We're going to back off from how advanced we are. Just I know this is a step backwards, but again, we want to support. I don't want to get rid of Python 2.7 support. That is what a cache property 2.0 release is about. This right now, I'm just trying to update and show, hey, look, we support Python 3.8. I don't want to demonstrate that we're getting rid of Python 2.7 support just because, you know, that there's still people using it. I want to have this as a valid release and keep the scope of the changes that I'm making small for this particular release, so that way people can cherry pick between, this will probably be 1.5.2, and then 2.0 will be where we drop Python 2.7 support. Use older requirements. And when you have a package that's used by a lot of people, this is just kind of the polite thing to do. And so, for example, when we, I've thought about this pull request for years, which is where we make cache property derived from property. That will probably be a 3.0 release. Okay, so let's see. So let's check our actions. Use older requirements. It's breaking. Why are you breaking? Oh. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Tell you what, we're just gonna go to try and accept Git Commit cheat with ugly, hold on, raise import error cheat with old with cheat import yes, this is ugly. This is not how we usually do accept. Try accept, because I know I'm gonna get hammered about that. Okay, so now we're just gonna hang out here. So yeah, I wonder how many people are currently following this stream right now. Let's do a quick check while this is running. And then we're gonna go to my channel. On YouTube, we have 5 people watching. And you'll notice that I'm using Restream. That is because I'm on OBS now. I'm getting off of Streamlabs. And then I didn't get a chance to finish setting that up. But oh, look at that. Everything's passing. And then on Twitch, I've got 10 people following. That's pretty cool. Okay, so the ones that failed passed, so I'm pretty confident we're gonna have some complete passing set of tests, which means we can do our big time release, and which is exciting. So pip install, oops, I don't want to be there. I want to be here. And we're going to wait for these two. I don't know how well you can see them, but once these are done, we're going to call it that it works with Python 3.8. I know that we're not, I guess I can run the tests locally. So if I look at how we run it here, it is, I just run PyTest and it should. Let's actually see if the tests are working. Okay, yeah, see, you can see the dots. That means that we have working tests. Oops, I have a failure. Ooh, what does that mean? Okay, so we got lots of assertion errors. That's because I'm running maybe pip install dash u dash r requirements. It might be because I'm not using the same tests, the same version of freeze gun. Okay, so yeah, it's not using, so I'm probably gonna get failed tests. Let's see. There we go. So it passed. All right, awesome. Okay, so with that, now that we've done that, what I want to do now is deploy. Now deployment, this is what publish does, is it's going to create, so what it does is first it's going to say, have you installed Wheel and Twine? And if not, it's going to tell me to install them. And then it's going to do, and yeah, I know I should be doing subprocess, but this works. And then if that works, then we're going to do python setup.py s bdist wheel. And what that's going to do is that's going to package it up locally. Twine is what we use to upload to PyPI. Hopefully this still works. We'll find out if that's the case, if my computer's set up correctly, and regardless, it's gonna tag and do all that stuff. I do need to, let's see, I'm going to, David, I know that you are going to be updating the history, but and today is the 21st. Add formal support for Python 3.8. And I think, did we drop 3.4? Yeah, we're dropping formal support for 3.4. It'll still work, but because it's just pure Python, it's just remove formal support for Python 3.4. Switch from Travis to GitHub Actions. What else did I do? I think that's it, really. Made tests pass flake 8 for Python 2.7. That's really it. Okay. Go away. Okay, so git commit. Oh, and we need to, so we're going to 1.5.2, and so we're going to change it in every place that, how do I get that pop-up to stop? 1.5.2. I'm going to see if there's any other place with 1. Okay, so history's been updated. Git commit, prep for release of version 1.5.2. Did I say format? Thank you. Thank you, Marcus. Oh, and I'm messing it up even more. Okay, there we go. Oh. All right. And then let's have a nice smaller thing just because there's like almost no files. So git push urgent master. Okay. And now, no, it's time to, we'll just wait for this to build, which will be a few minutes. I think I'm gonna change this to be 2 scoops of Django. Especially since this is like yeah, we changed the name of Django Crash Course to a Wedge of Django, just because it's a cheese themed tutorial. Oh, awesome! Thank you, Secrets. Let's see what you got. Nice. All right. So what we're gonna do is that's gonna be for 2.0. We're going to put that into 2.0 just to keep the scope of this release pretty small. And also, I think it will help symbolize that we are going to do it. Besides, deploying this is just going to be a few minutes. So it's not that we're going to get to this release and the other ones. So MT Senkov over on Twitch asked, if you're in your book, we recommend Conda. BuzzIv, a big issue if you're using virtualenv instead. No, it is not. Use whatever environment tool that you want to use. If it's Conda, virtualenv, if you can figure out how to make it work with poetry, that's great. If you want to do it with Docker and no virtualenv, just run it to the system Python inside of Docker. Go ahead. That's whatever you want to do. That said, what we are willing to support if you need help with requirements and dependencies, the only thing we're going to support is Conda, and that's just keeps the bandwidth of our requests that we can support to a more manageable level. So yeah, just hoping that makes a little bit of sense. So okay, so let's run our little command to deploy this. I haven't run this in so long, it may break in funny ways. So we're going to see. Okay, so let's do a Python setup.py publish, and of course it says pip install wheel and twine. Okay. Oh, so it wants my username and now my password, and it's uploading it to the legacy. Wow, I think I need to make time to be, let's see. So I need to make some time. I accidentally closed my 1Password. Okay. Let's see. It is what was I looking up? Oh yeah, I was looking up my PyPI password. And just on the offhand chance that I don't know if this is going to show, I'm going to move this out of where you all can see it. Ooh, it didn't like the restructured text that I tried to render. Ah, this is why I don't like restructured text. On the plus side, that's gonna look so bad. No, it worked. But it is showing a build error. And let's see the release history. Okay, so The problem with this approach is that it tagged it, but the tag didn't make it up. And that is because of a restructured text error. So let's do this. And it's saying I can use the verbose to get I can use a verbose command line to get this. Let's try verbose. So verbose. I need to fix that part. So what was the error? Oh my God, it doesn't tell me. The description failed to render in the default format of restructured text. But it doesn't give me specifics as to there. This is okay. So why did it not like why did it not like this? So this is valid restructured text. I did make changes to the README, and this is valid restructured text. So how to test RST, how to test RST for PyPI. Okay, so we can do twine check, and that'll check the distribution. Oops. So let's try that. That's good that they added that feature, because I was... Okay, so... Oh, look at that. It is... So, title level inconsistent. What? That is correct, right? So, let's go to history. And this is monotype, so... Oh, you know why? I know why. It's because see how this is like dashes, right? And then we get to history, and history... No, but that's... Oh, wow. Metsenkov, thank you so much. Well, that's why I switched to using my fingerprint in the keyboard. But thank you so much. So it doesn't like these. So here, see how we have README? Let's just see. Dashes, 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 dashes. We're gonna switch to GitHub PyDanny. I think under cache cookie cutter Django. That's still using Django. I'll worry about that later. Look at that. See how these are squiggly lines, and then in history we have dashes. So all I have to do is convert this to be, see, and now it'll pass, watch. And so we have some warnings. What? Title level inconsistent. And history is hold on. So frustrating. All right, so we're gonna so text /xrst just to clear up the. Okay, so now we have these error messages. So history readme is dashes. I wonder if I get rid of this for now, and then I don't want. So how did okay, so how did that break? Why did that? Because I'm not even including it. Oh my goodness, you know what it is? I fixed it. It is just I have to rebuild the distribution. What I mean by that is that I'm going off these text files. I'm assuming that it's running again, and it isn't. I need to run this. Okay, so I built it again, and now if I do the twine stuff, it passes. So now what I can do is I can upload, and it should. And then let's go to this. Later on, when I'm offline, I will set up my PyPI password to run locally. Okay, let's see how it looks. If we go to cache property and we refresh it, there we go. We have cache property 1.5.2. Yes. And it is now supporting Python 3.8. Excellent. And we have the entire changelog there. So let me push that up because I know Dave is he's doing his thing. So readme fix cleanup of RST, and then the other thing I'm gonna do is go back here, and I want to do a retag. Let's see. Okay, let's do a retag. Where do we put tags these days? So releases, and wow, let's look at this. This is back when I still did like releases and stuff like that. Now it's like, I don't have time for this. Okay, so how do I, I'm trying to remember, how do you delete a tag? In order to delete a local tag, okay, so it is git tag -d 1.5.2 and git push delete origin 1.5.2. Oops. Okay, so now we're going to do this again. Python setup.py publish, and this will tag it. And the tag will be accurate for what we have up on PyPI. Yes, awesome. Okay, so we're going to correct that. So David, now let's start working on the 2.0 release. And that and 2.0 is when we're going to start supporting Markdown changes. Or this change over to Markdown. Cached property. And I guess the search hasn't updated yet. Interesting. So I guess a cache search. Yeah, open source. All right. So let's start putting together. Wonder if we can we edit? You used to be able to edit. Let's see. PyDanny, and then my password is okay, so gonna manage it, and then what I want to do is, can I change description? Used to be able to change, like, oh wow, journal. What's journal? Oh, neat. Haven't looked at this in a while. Okay. So, all right. I'm going to get rid of this because we have, or I'll change this over to 2 scoops of Django. Actually, David, let me see what David's saying about this kind of stuff. You're asking, is In the Brambles going to get a new book? Maybe. I have the second book written when I have free time, which is a very short supply for me. Then yeah, I definitely want to do that. Okay, so the big thing about this version is we are dropping 2.7 support for Python 2.7. Just, it's time. Let's get rid of it. So all this work to support 2.7, it's just got to go away. And we're going to call this, yeah, 2.7. All right, so there we go. Yeah, I can understand why they did that. It's a testament to, like, the fact that I don't release much anymore. I mean, I'd like to change that. I'd love to do more open source work. I just, my excuse for doing open source today and my justification is it gave me a chance to play with GitHub Actions for non-professional stuff, which is important. And I thought it'd be fun to do some open source stuff on my stream. Okay, so let's look at this pull request. I'm just going, it looks Looked good to me. Oh, actually, it's bigger than that. I thought it was just authors. You also have contributing. Well, it looks good to me. I like the. I mean, I love fence code blocks. I guess we'll leave the talks in there for now, for those people who want to do talks. Look at that, make virtual env. I haven't used make virtual env in a while, or virtual env wrapper. That's what that's for. Okay, let's do it. Let's merge in David's stuff, or Secrets' stuff. Bartaz. Are you Polish? I think that yep, Polska. You are Polish. My ancestors came from Poland, near the kind of near the border of Slovakia, and we visited one of the villages in 2013. So awesome. Thank you so much. I approve these changes. Yeah. And then I'm just going to merge that one in. What? Oh. Remove support. Oh, hold on. Let's do Hey, I'm so happy, Secrets. Don't worry about it. It doesn't you don't have to do this is just Markdown. You don't have to do individual pull requests for each file on this particular project. If you're working on something else that I was doing, then maybe but let's just have fun and do some open source on a Monday for me. I guess it's still Monday where you are too. So yeah. So yeah, I got to go to Poland in 2012 and 2013. I've wanted to go back since, and some friends of ours, Polish friends of ours, took us to our historical village, which is southeast of Krakow, near a town called Rzeszów. And I know I have problems pronouncing it. It's called Rzeszów, and the town is called Dynów. That is where my mother's father's family came from. And we actually went there, and I'll show you a picture in a second. Remove formal support for Python 2.7, convert RST to MD. Okay. And here, I'll show you. All right, so that did not work. If you look up, so here's us in, here's me, Audrey, and Ola Sendeka. She is an incredible programmer and is also one of the founders of Django Girls. And but yeah, this is a castle in Poland that we're at. But I'm trying to show you. Why is it? It's like it's not showing me. Here we go. It's been a while. Okay, so Secrets or Batar's. this is the we were so tired that day. This is where my family's, I guess, house was, and in Dynov in Poland. And it's really funny because it's hard to tell. You can't really see it, but like right next door to it is an ice cream shop. I'm not making this up. Like, I was the first descendant to come back in over 100 years, and this is a building where we were, and then this is where my family lived. Over 100 years ago, or part of my family. There's some others, on the other side of town, and then this is this is the ice cream shop right next to it. So yeah, it was an epic experience, and yeah, it's really funny though. It's really hard for us to get research done just with the stuff with it. But yeah, it's this beautiful town in the middle of the countryside, and this wolf lodge that we stayed at. That was the host. It was an Airbnb, and yeah, that was back before the pandemic when you could travel. But all these are pictures from our trip to to oh, I love Poland. I'd love to go back. And here's me when I had a bit more gray hair and weighed less. So yeah, it was pretty awesome. Anyway, sorry, taking y'all down memory lane. And but yeah, we did a whole bunch of sightseeing. We went to this village. Oh, and so we're Jewish. And no, Yoda, unfortunately it wasn't. It's not called cheesecake, so it would be nice. So Audrey is, she wasn't raised Jewish. I mean, I was raised Jewish, but we went to this Jewish recreation village in Poland, and she did the Kaddish because over Friday Sabbath prayers you have the candles and stuff. But Audrey actually at this point knows probably more Hebrew than I do. I know she knows more Hebrew songs. And this is the river right by the village, and yes, there's a video somewhere of me putting my feet into the water, and it was just yeah, it was a really incredible experience. So, yeah, there was a farm. I'm not showing the countryside in these pictures. That was nearby here, where I had other family, and that was nearby the river. And the water was cold. I put my feet into it. Everybody thought I was crazy. Like, no, this is where my family was over 100 years ago. This is where they drank water. So, all right. Okay, so so Bartaz, are you gonna do the history and README files in Markdown? Oh, you know what? I should put you as an author because you did not. Let's do that. Let's go to GitHub, Secrets. So where are you in? Where do you live in Poland? Are you up in Warsaw? I'm afraid to try and say it in Polish because I'm gonna like butcher our the language. Say Bartosz. Okay, awesome. Do you want me to help you with the badges? Let me help you with the badges. Okay, there you go. You're in here. And why did that not show up? Oh. I thought that would automatically. Oh no, that's in GitHub. That's in comments, not in a regular Markdown file. So yeah. Let's get rid of people's emails. Well, I'll deal with it later. Okay, so let me show you how you do the badges. because you may be overthinking it. Here, what you do is you go like, see this dialogue, and then you just paste. And I'll put this into the YouTube stream so you can see. Oh wait, it is that, and then yeah, I think that's correct. No. Oh, that's because it's still Markdown. Hold on. We'll move it to a gist. And badges.md. We can do PyPI. We'll just leave this blank for now. And let's see, that is, I don't want to do this as secret. How do I change it? Make it public. Make public. There we go. All right, so secrets I just posted in the YouTube channel, and I'm also going to do it in there. I just did in both YouTube and Twitch. And you can click on this and get the raw so you can see this is what it's going to look like. And I'll do it for the others too while I'm at it. Right. We'll just do it here for now. And PyPI. And then, of course, later I would like to, there's probably, I'm going to get in code coverage. Okay, so let's, I'm missing a badge. So that should be, why is the second one not working? Oh, let's do, that's not showing. First of all, I can get rid of this restructured text up here. And this, just give me a second. I'm having issues with this last one. See, look at that. It's just not rendering. Oh, it, so I think though, if you just click raw and paste that in, like this should work. I think because it's, yeah, I think there's some kind of cores issue going on that they didn't want people to hack stuff with badges. So, yeah, let me just, so just click on the raw secrets and grab all three. Click raw and grab all the markdown. And I'm going to test it myself. There, that should be it. let's see. If I go to, where's the Markdown file? I'm just going to, because I can do a preview. Yeah, so it works fine here. So by all means, just grab all three and it'll work in Markdown. It's just for whatever reason isn't going to work in a guest. Don't know why, but so if you are following, if you're one of the, let's see how many people are currently following. If you're following me on YouTube, I'm going to say that there's a bunch of secret anonymous people. So it's not 4, it's 400. If that's yeah, if that's you, then please like and subscribe. And then we have some videos coming out this week, and on YouTube. Let's see. If I go to, oops, wrong thing. So one is I've got a video that I need to finish editing called Customizing Django All-Up Sign-Up Forms. You can watch the stream of it on Twitch or here, of all things. I think, I don't know what this is. That's some right or not stuff. So I'm not sure where the stream is that contains it. Oh, you know what? It's just on Twitch. That's right. Because last week, I like my computer decided it was like right as I started my stream, it decided, oh, guess what? I'm gonna update all this stuff. First it was Streamlabs that did that, and then yeah, it was so awful. So here it is. I'm gonna post it here. I'm doing a short form video of what I'm about to show you. Let me see. Did I post that? No, I haven't posted that yet. Hold on. Let me just get this here. So I'll share it. Here we go. There's the link. So, and I'll share that. This is going to be converted to a short form video. This is the live stream of customizing Django all-auth forms, but if you want to see how to do that, that's what I did last Monday, and yeah, so but yeah, the point is that I think it was my Streamlabs decided it was time to update a bunch of stuff. I couldn't, took 20 minutes for my computer to like be usable again, and that 20 minutes started 5 minutes before my stream. So I went to a different computer that had super basic OBS, and I set that up, and that's where I did that stream. So the audio isn't going to be as good as what you're normally, like what you're listening to here, but that's why you're going to see, hopefully today or tomorrow, this video come out. I hope to get it out earlier, but things are what they are. So okay, so I'm gonna put this up. Git commit remove support for misspelled support, remove support for Python 2.7, git push origin master, git pull origin master, so it is 12:05, and as much as I want to continue, I do have a bunch of work to get done because they're trying to get out the print version of this book, which is now A Wedge of Django, which I should link to. I'm not going to, I will be changing that to 2 Scoops of Django, but for now, we're going to Yeah, the reason why is just because 2 scoops of Django sells a lot more, and I got bills to pay. Wedge of Django covers Django 3.x. Okay, and I think we haven't yet changed the URL yet. So, but we'll put in URL forwarding. Wedge of Django is a crash course. There we go. Also, if you want to learn from me in a online format, like an interactive format where you're basically in a Zoom call with me and a few others, not too many people, if you go to feldroy.com, we have courses. And on October 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, we have the Django Crash Course Live, which is the tutorial that I was just showing you. That tutorial is originally based off of our corporate training, and this is going to be our live. Well, I've taught this God knows how many times. This is the live online version, and this isn't just you watching videos and then doing online tests. No, I am teaching you for about 2.5 days, like Django. And if you have questions, you're encouraged to ask, and you can just raise your voice and ask. So just a really inclusive and intense thing. And then here, I'll link to that in here. And then also, if you want to do the deep dive into Django, we have Django best practices of 2 scoops away, and this is a day of me going into concepts and ideas and tips and tricks of 2 scoops of Django. We will cover things that aren't normally in the book. Just there's only so much room in the book, and so this allows me to go into the nuances, also explain why we made certain decisions that we can't really cover in the book, and or not covered, because the book already is over 500 pages, and this covers all the core concepts of 2 scoops of Django. But also so much more. There's an hour-long break, and this is on October 9th of this year. So, and of course, you're here for my Codecast. So, thank you so much. Any questions before I go? I'll do some cleanup. Oh, we have a pull request. Oh, it is. I'm going to close this. Oh, you know what I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to update all of our requirements. So, like these, which I had to drop in what they were, I'm going to update them. So, coverage, pipe. So, while I'm waiting for you all to... So, 5.3. Actually, I think I'm going to hold off on that because if I remember right, see what are we supporting? No, we aren't. But yeah, I think I'm going to hold off on that because I don't, if I encounter because I'm using Python 3.5 and that could break some stuff. So going to hold off on that for now. So doesn't look like anyone has any questions. All right. So again, I will see you on next Monday, and thank you so much for being here as I start to update and modernize cache property and did my first open source release in a while, which was fun. So take care. Have a great week, and watch out for me and Audrey, hopefully, will be dropping videos this week. Bye.